Stop! If you're a man, there's a 76% chance your testosterone levels are lower than your grandfather's were at your age. And the worst part, you're probably doing 7 things every single day that are quietly destroying what's left. Think of your testosterone like a bucket you're trying to fill. You can pour all the water you want into it, but if it's riddled with holes, it's never going to get full. Today, we're finding those holes and patching them one by one. Make sure you stick with me through all 7 because habit number 5 shocked even me. But before we dive in, let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus was 32, successful software engineer, hitting the gym 4 times a week. But he felt exhausted by 2 p.m. every day, zero motivation, and his wife knew something was wrong. His doctor ran tests. His testosterone came back at 320 nanograms per deciliter. That's what a healthy 80-year-old man should have, not someone in their prime. Here's the scary part. Marcus wasn't doing anything obviously wrong. He was just doing what society calls normal. And that's exactly the problem. What's normal today is destroying an entire generation of men. So let's fix that right now. Habit number 1. Living in chronic stress without recovery. Here's the brutal truth. Chronic stress is the #1 testosterone killer in modern society. When you're constantly stressed, deadlines, traffic, bills, notifications, work emails at 10 p.m., your body pumps out cortisol non-stop. And here's the problem. Testosterone and cortisol are made from the same raw material, pregnenolone. Your body has to choose. Think of them like a seesaw. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. It's an inverse relationship and survival always wins. It's not a balance, it's a war, and cortisol always wins. Studies show that men under chronic stress can have testosterone levels 30 to 40% lower than men with the same genetics who manage stress properly. You're essentially choosing between being stressed or being a man. You can't have both. Do this instead. You need a daily stress reset practice. Not once a week, not when you have time, daily. This could be 10 minutes of deep breathing, a 20-minute walk without your phone, meditation, sauna, or even just sitting in silence. The specific practice matters less than the consistency. Your body needs a signal that the threat is over. Without that signal, you're stuck in survival mode. And survival mode doesn't build muscle, doesn't burn fat, and doesn't make testosterone. Habit number 2. The nicotine nuke. Vaping, cigarettes, nicotine pouches, hookah, doesn't matter. Nicotine is a testosterone destroyer. Here's what happens. Nicotine constricts your blood vessels, reducing blood flow everywhere, including to your testicles. Less blood flow means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching the cells that produce testosterone. But it gets worse. Nicotine also increases prolactin levels. High prolactin directly suppresses testosterone production and kills your libido. Studies show that smokers have testosterone levels 10 to 15% lower than non-smokers on average, but heavy users can see drops of 20 to 30%. And if you think vaping is better, think again. Same nicotine, same damage, just better marketing. Do this instead. Quit. I know that's not what you want to hear, but there's no do this instead hack for poison. If you're addicted, get help. Use a cessation program, nicotine replacement therapy to taper down, or talk to your doctor. The first 72 hours are hell. The first 2 weeks are rough. But after 30 days, your testosterone starts rebounding and your body begins serious healing. If you want the full breakdown of what happens to your lungs when you quit smoking for 30 days, the exact timeline, the shocking lung recovery, everything, hit that like button right now and comment 30 days below. I'll make that video next. Habit number 3. The silent killer of a sedentary life. Your office chair is a testosterone assassin. When you sit for hours on end, a few nasty things happen. First, your circulation gets sluggish, and your hormonal system needs good blood flow to deliver the goods. Studies show that every additional hour of sitting reduces testosterone by 1 to 2%. If you're sitting 8 hours at a desk, you're losing up to 16% of your testosterone daily. Second, and this is the big one, sitting encourages the buildup of visceral belly fat. This isn't just ugly, This fat is hormonally active. It's a factory for an enzyme called aromatase, which takes your precious testosterone and converts it into the female hormone, estrogen. So you're not just losing testosterone, you're actively creating its opposite in your own body. Do this instead. You don't need to become a marathon runner. You just need to break the cycle of sitting. Set a timer on your phone and stand up for 5 minutes every hour. Go for a quick walk, do some air squats, stretch. The goal is to just reactivate your body and get your blood pumping. Aiming for 10,000 steps a day is a fantastic goal. Research shows that even moderate exercise, like a brisk walk a few times a week, can significantly boost testosterone levels. Your boss might think you're weird, but you'll be the guy with energy at 5 p.m. while everyone else is dying. Habit number 4. The plastic poison. That BPA-free label on your water bottle, marketing nonsense. They usually just replaced BPA with BPS or BPF, which are equally harmful. These chemicals act like estrogen in your body and directly mess with your testosterone. Every time you drink from that plastic bottle or heat food in a plastic container, you're basically giving yourself a dose of fake estrogen. Do this instead. Switch to glass or stainless steel for everything. Water bottles, food storage, coffee cups. Yes, it costs more upfront, but so does feeling 60 when you're 30. Never microwave food in plastic, ever. And if you're buying packaged food, choose glass or cardboard packaging when possible. Habit number 5. Taking hot showers every day. This one shocks everyone, but listen carefully. Your testicles hang outside your body for a biological reason. They need to be 2 to 4 degrees cooler than your core temperature for optimal testosterone and sperm production. Daily hot showers are literally cooking your hormone production. Think about it. Why would nature design your reproductive organs to hang in the most vulnerable position if temperature didn't matter? Do this instead. End every shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water, especially on your lower body, or alternate between hot and cold throughout your shower. The bonus: cold exposure also increases norepinephrine by 200 to 300%, making you more alert and focused. It's uncomfortable for 30 seconds, but you'll feel like a different person all day. And if you want the complete guide on what cold showers do to your body, I've made a full video on that. Link is in the description. Habit number 6. Skipping breakfast or eating a high sugar one. Whether you're intermittent fasting incorrectly or crushing a bowl of cereal, you're destroying your testosterone. Here's what most people don't understand. Your body produces the most testosterone in the morning, and it needs specific nutrients to do so: cholesterol, healthy fats, and protein. Without these building blocks, your body can't make testosterone even if it wants to. Do this instead. Eat a breakfast with at least 30 grams of protein and healthy fats within 90 minutes of waking up. 3 whole eggs cooked in butter with avocado? Perfect. Full-fat Greek yogurt with nuts and berries? Excellent choice. Steak and eggs? Even better. Your morning meal literally sets your hormonal tone for the entire day. If you skip it or eat sugar, you're telling your body to produce stress hormones instead of testosterone. And if you want to see exactly what I eat in a day after quitting sugar to keep my testosterone optimized and kill cravings completely, I've got a full video on that. Link is in the description. Habit number 7. Your sleep is a sieve. Your testosterone is produced during deep sleep, specifically during REM cycles between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. This is when your body does 90% of its hormonal production and repair. Every hour of sleep you lose after 11 p.m. costs you approximately 15% of your next day's testosterone production. That late-night scroll through Instagram or YouTube? You're literally unmanning yourself for dopamine hits that mean nothing. Do this instead. Stop treating sleep like a luxury. It's a non-negotiable. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Create a power-down hour before bed. That means no screens, no phone, no TV, no laptop. Read a real book, journal, stretch, or talk with your partner. Aim for lights out by 10:30 p.m. I know this sounds extreme in 2026, but your grandfather didn't negotiate with his biology, and neither should you. Try this for 1 week and you'll understand why I'm so insistent about it. Remember Marcus from the beginning. He implemented all 7 of these changes. No supplements, no testosterone therapy, just fixing these daily habits. 4 months later, his testosterone jumped to 687 nanograms per deciliter, more than doubled. But the real change, he got his energy back, his confidence returned, and he finally felt like himself again for the first time in years. His doctor was shocked. I wasn't. Your body wants to be healthy and hormonally optimized. You just have to stop sabotaging it with what society tells you is normal. Your journey starts right now. Don't get overwhelmed trying to fix all 7 at once. Pick one habit from this list right now, just one, and commit to changing it for the next 7 days. Don't try to do all 7 at once because you'll fail. Pick the one that resonated most with you. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. Next week, I'm covering 5 healthy foods that are actually destroying your testosterone. You'll want to see that. Which habit are you changing first? Drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.